inquietanti Domine.
You'll never guess what I heard in the background of this audio. Alright, let's see what we got going on this Christmas Eve. First, we have the Pope opening his ritual doors. I don't know about y'all, but I got a super eerie feeling. Look at his face. He looks like he knows there's something dark in there. You cannot tell me that's not the face. He's looking like, wait, there's something bad in here, and he knows it. He just opened the door to let it out, whatever it was. And when I was hearing, like, the background, it almost seemed like there was something... Actually, I'll let you hear it, and you tell me if you can hear it. That literally sounded like souls in hell, like crying up from hell. I guarantee you'll hear it if you keep trying to hear it. Again, y'all cannot tell me you did not hear that. But people who refuse to believe anything weird as foot, they'll say, oh, I didn't hear nothing, you're tripping. And meanwhile, literal portals to hell are being opened, the abyssos, someone forgot to put their bird on the charger. It's a real video.
I heard it. That was creepy. The good question is, if it's the first time it's being opened, who put the camera in there? Once again, how did they get that angle with him standing in the door?
On Christmas Eve, the Vatican and the Pope are opening up 5 spiritual portals that have never been opened up before. And this feels really dark. One of the portals is Lucifer's tomb, and they're live streaming that on Christmas Day. These are the keys to the portals, and they're just like live streaming this for everyone to see. I don't even understand what's happening. And one of these portals is Lucifer's tomb. Lucifer's tomb? On Earth? In a portal? If they've never been opened before, maybe there's a reason why they've never been opened before. And why now? What's significant about right now? Why are we opening them now? Like, what is inside these portals? With everything going on in the world, why are we opening these portals? And why are we messing with Lucifer's tomb? And on Christmas, on Jesus's birthday, I know there's like speculation on if Jesus was actually born on Christmas, and it sounds like he actually wasn't, but just like on the day we celebrate Jesus' birthday, we're going to be opening the... What? I'm going to update you on what they discover. Come over here for more content.
Shout outs to Grace Mitzerlich with these great observations. I'm still confused as to why we're using the word portal.
Yeah, them people didn't open up one of them goddamn doors today. Yeah, that's what's going on. Remember how I told you the Vatican was going to do this ritual, tradition, where they opened these doors for the Jubilee? And one of them was opened today, St. Peter's Basilica, and they consider it to be a sign of hope. But specifically, the door that they opened was to a fucking jail. That's one funny looking fucking door. We can take it at face value and what they're saying. This door was opened for to bring in hope, not giving up this St. Peter's Basilica door. But in all actuality, if you don't know anything about St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican and St. Peter's Square, you wouldn't know why this is crazy. For one, the place where they just opened that door to usher in the new whatever the fuck they're trying to usher in, yeah, that was actually a place for dead popes. Mummified, covered in wax, bona fide corpses that they keep under St. Peter's Basilica. These holy people that have atrocious pasts at the Vatican. Close that fucking door. Close it. It's not even the tip of the iceberg, because that door is at one of the center points for the ancient Egyptian obelisk that sits right in the middle of St. Peter Basilica Square, the stolen ancient Egyptian obelisk at that. While these doors are being opened and everyone's like, oh, this is great for the economy. No, they're about to activate some shit. Yeah, there's an obelisk from Egypt that was bought to Rome by the Emperor Caligula in the 37th AD, and it sits right in the middle of where those corners are for those doors that are being opened in St. Peter's Square. That's not just any ancient Egyptian obelisk. It's also called a sundial, and its shadows mark noon over the signs of the zodiac. Yeah, that obelisk is surrounded by these 4 lions, each with 2 bodies whose tails intertwine. So if you look in the middle there, that's the obelisk. And those doors, oh yeah, they're all in the corners. And the door that they just opened just so happens to be where all the dead popes are chilling. They're chilling up under the St. Peter's Basilica. Yep, but you know, happy Kwanzaa. I'm gonna do a part 2 because y'all don't even want me to get started. Y'all know I'm the OG Vatican girl. Y'all already know what they're doing. I know what they're about to do. But do you?
What are they doing? Shout out to Aja Bay. I like how she put this one together. So that picture we saw a few videos back was a pope that was in wax? Bro, this is crazy. I didn't even know they did nothing like that.
What's really going on at the Vatican this week? Because if you're like me, you've seen some wild conspiracies with this event going on right now. They're currently opening these holy doors, and some people saying portals. And given the Vatican's history, you know, like the audience hall being shaped like a serpent, and just the history in general of this place, the event taking place right now is very significant. So the Pope is opening 5 holy doors, each on different days, and some reputable sources are actually calling them portals just because of the spiritual significance that they carry. The thing is, this only happens every 25 years, marking what's called the Year of Jubilee. But this year is different. For the first time in history, a 5th door is being opened, and this is what really is causing the pot to stir. So these are the names and dates of each door that is being opened, and the one that's never been opened before is the second one, the prison in Rome, and by the time I'm making this video, it already happened. But the holy doors represent a spiritual passage and commitment to follow Jesus, and they're going to remain open throughout the year. Pilgrims from around the world will visit Rome to pass through these doors as a symbol of renewal and grace. This ritual in general just gives some people an eerie feeling, and there's a lot of conspiracies going around. Some people think these doors are more than just doors, maybe gateways, but I'm curious to know what you guys think about this.
Shout outs to You Won't Believe Me Official. I was wondering, like, when is this all supposed to happen? Luckily, he just showed the dates. Now, this is crazy. My question is, what happens when he opens the final door?
They're trying to activate the sundial located in St. Peter's Square. That is why they opened the door that was cemented from the inside and called it a Holy Jubilee celebration. Part 2 of what is going on at the Vatican with these holy doors. Today, the door to St. Peter's Basilica was opened, but did you know it was cemented from the inside and also locked from the inside? It's St. Peter. Why is there a basilica? And why is no one talking about the dead corpses that are right underneath this St. Basilica Square, as well as the door they just opened? I mean, has nobody ever seen The Mummy? No one knows how it is to release spirits. And if you have seen the ceremony of the Pope opening this door and some little girl in the background screaming, "Help me," then you know the feeling's a little off. Yeah, they opened the door to St. Peter's Basilica, but right underneath that are these rooms and these bodies that no one's talking about. There are actual popes that are on display, and their corpses are in this basilica where they just opened the door on display. The catacombs, as they call it, of Rome literally are right under where they just opened these fucking holy doors. It was excavated and they found catacombs of unalived popes and everybody in between. And they just opened a door where all these spirits have been literally chilling in the dark. Forget the inscriptions on the wall. St. Peter himself was actually unalived upside down. These papal tombs are home to his creepy ass and many other papal popes and whoever. Nero actually unalived St. Peter, crucified him upside down, and then they built the basilica over his grave. This is what they're trying to do. This is the obelisk that sits at the center of St. Peter's Square. And it's from ancient Egypt where it was stolen from. But besties, do you know what an obelisk actually does? It is said to hold magic about the future, and it's also a sundial. Ancient Egyptians believed that sundials were sacred objects that could predict the future, heal, and reveal secrets about the universe. It's thought to reflect cosmic order and harmony. Yep, they opening that door because they let that spirit out to activate that sundial. Not a coincidence.
Okay, wait. One, it was cemented from the inside. So if it was cemented on the inside, how did whoever cemented get out? Unless there's multiple exits on the other side. Shout out to Aja Bay. It's the first time hearing about that sundial. I'm gonna have to go rewatch The Mummy. I ain't see that movie in years.
New York, we definitely have a problem. The situation with the lady being burnt alive on the train hasn't set right with me since it happened. Mind you, this is New York. We're desensitized to a whole lot of things here. But shit like that cannot happen. You have a cop that was standing there. You have the person that did it that was still there at the scene. You have people that filmed this thing. Mind you, the people filming these things, the people that sat and watched this, not saying that they should have went and helped. Because a lot of people here will not risk their life for another person. But here's the thing, you had the person that committed the crime that was still right there, fanning her, and nobody put hands on him. Nobody. You had an officer stand there and just watch her clothes just melt off of her like water. All of this happened on the same train that your mother gets on, that your father gets on, that your son and daughter get on. Your son and daughter ride those same trains every single day. And then we have a person that's not even from here. Not from New York. You came here on some bullshit and you did this and you just walking around. And I understand, yeah, they arrested him. Does that shit sit right with you guys? A lady was just burnt alive on a New York City train. But you know what? We're in a time where views matter, where clout matters, where people, family don't matter. You had people record this thing and post it. Do you not understand the shit that somebody's family is going to go through seeing that continuously? Continuously. Because if it was your mom, your dad, or your kids, you continuously look at that. They could find it everywhere. But again, New York, we got a problem. We got a problem.
Man, shout outs to Expensive Taste. Shout outs to New York. Shout outs to Coney Island. That's where I grew up at. So you know this one definitely hits home. He's 100% right, man. The family of this victim has to see that every day through social media and stuff. It just shows that this is the time we're living in, where people would actually film instead of help. It don't matter. You could be on fire. There could be a cop watching you and the perp still there fanning her. Like, yo, what kind of craziness is that? We're living in a weird time. It was good to hear this brother speak the fact.